ओम शांति। तो आज हमारे पास दूसरी स्टोरी है अष्टवक्र और राजा जनक की। अष्टवक्र ने एनलाइटनिंग राजा जनक की that the practice of soul consciousness is the sole method to attain liberation in life in a second। एक ही प्रैक्टिस हमें करनी है जो कि छुड़वा दे। तो इस स्टोरी को सुनते हैं। डिटैचमेंट is one of the qualities developed in the art of meditation. It is only possible to be detached if one practices soul consciousness. In the following story, taken from Mahabharata, we are shown how one is able to conquer attachment in life. In this story, Ashtavakra proves that neither size nor age are indications of one knowledge। उम्र होना क्या, इसमें ये बताया कि अष्टवक्र ने ये प्रूव किया कि ना हमारा पैसा कमाना या बहुत सारे चीज़ें कमाने से या हमारी उम्र से कोई रिलेशन है हमारा नॉलेज का। और इतना कि डिटैचमेंट एक ऐसी आर्ट है मेडिटेशन में जिससे कि हम आत्मिक अवस्था की ओर जाते हैं। King Janak of Videha was a king, well known for his knowledge, charity, and sanctity. He lived in a splendid palace, but wished to live the life of a renunciate. He wanted to live in the world, but remain detached from it. He made it known that he would listen to anyone in his kingdom who would tell him the method of receiving liberation in life, जिसको जीवन मुक्ति कहते हैं, within a second. All the Brahmins and scholars from far and wide came to visit him, gave him very learned discourse and scholarly lectures, but no one was able to fulfill the king's request. He was disappointed and thought of giving up the whole idea, for the scholars had not given any concrete solution to his problem. इसमें हमें ये समझ में आ गया कि राजा जनक बहुत ही चैरिटी यानी बहुत ही दयावान, बहुत ही समझदार और बहुत उनको चाहिए था कि मैं इस जीवन को जीते हुए एक ऐसा जीवन जीऊँ जो कि डिटैच्ड हो, जो कि उनके सिखाना था। तो उन्होंने सबको बोला लेकिन कोई उसको नहीं दे पाया उसका जवाब। At the king's palace, the discussions were still in progress, open to all. Having listened to all the sages and scholars, the king had announced that anyone else who thought that he might have the correct answer to the problem and who could satisfy his thirst for knowledge was welcome to speak. He then asked Ashtavakra whether he had something to contribute. Yes, said Ashtavakra. But your majesty, before I reveal to your highness the words of God's wisdom, I must say something about this gathering. I hope that none of you will be angered by my frankness. I must call a spade a spade. The sages looked tensed. Some of them grinned. Others were seen grinding their teeth, and others again were gnawing their fingers or nibbling at their nails. In the contrast, the king sat calm and composed, listening attentively and patiently. Continuing, अब क्या हुआ कि अष्टवक्र ने तो कहा मैं बताऊंगा, लेकिन मैं ये भी कुछ बताना चाहूँगा जो मैंने यहाँ देखा, जो जिसको सुनकर है ना सब साधु संत को गुस्सा भी आया, किसी को टेंशन होने लगी, तो लेकिन राजा आराम से बैठ के सुन रहा था। अब कंटिन्यू हुआ। अष्टवक्र said, "Forgive me for my rudeness, your royal highness, royal sages. I respect you all for your learning and wisdom. But may I ask you why you all laughed so scornfully when you saw me entering the courtyard? Wasn't it because of my crawling and deformity of my body? I am sure it was my ugly body with its bends and twists that made you mock me." Doesn't this then speak rather eloquently of your body consciousness? Then now all appear to be realizing their mistake, but the expressions of scorn had not yet disappeared totally from their faces. इसमें अष्टवक्र कहते हैं कि जब मैं आया, मेरा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा बांका और क्रॉल करके आया, मेरा जो बहुत ही अगली मेरा जो शरीर है उसको देखकर, क्या ये जिस तरह से तुम लोगों ने मुझे देखा, एक्सप्रेस किया, तो क्या ये ज़ोर ज़ोर से ये नहीं कह रहा है तुम्हारी देहभान के बारे में? फिर कंटिन्यू होती स्टोरी. द अगली मैन कंटिन्यूड. Am I wrong to point out that soul consciousness is the means for spiritual progress and enlightenment? Therefore, if anyone looks at the body without seeing the soul, and instead of feeling sorry for another's fate, hatefully laughs at his condition, would you call him a sage? No. He looks only at the outer flesh, the skin, and therefore I would have to call him a dealer in skin. जिसको चमार कहते हैं ना, उन्होंने शरीर को देखा. जो हम बाहर की दुनिया को देखते हैं तो ये हमारा देहभान है. जब हम किसी और के प्रॉपर्टी, लुक्स, कपड़े, शरीर, चाहे वो बहुत सुंदर हो चाहे ना हो, सब में, तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये देखा जाए तो क्या हम इसको सच में कोई सेज यानी साधु कह सकते हैं? तो उसी मोमेंट पे किंग जनक डिसाइडेड टू माउंट हिज हॉर्स एंड लीव द कोर्ट. He had one foot on the stirrup and the other foot on the ground when Ashtavakra asked him, "O king, where are you?" King Janak replied, "On the horse and on the ground, but not fully on either." Ashtavakra said, "What you are now saying is Brahma Gyan, the knowledge of Jivan Mukti. The conqueror of attachment will be in the world, but not of the world. The conqueror of attachment will be in the world, but not of the world. While living in the world, the soul will be mentally detached." On hearing this, King Janak achieved enlightenment and became even more respected than the many famous sages around them. इमेजिन, साधु संत भी इतने फेमस नहीं थे जितने जनक हुए, क्योंकि उन्होंने इस जीवन को जीते हुए अपने आत्मा की यात्रा पर ज़्यादा ध्यान दिया. आत्मा की यात्रा को देखने के लिए अपने भीतर ही झांकना है, तो ये आत्मशुद्धि होती है. ओम शांति.